Hey everyone, ready for another deep dive?
Always.
All right, well, let's jump right in, shall we? Today, we're tackling some seriously cool AI updates.
Sounds good to me.
We're talking OpenAI, Google, Samsung. The big players are all making moves.
The AI landscape is definitely heating up.
Yeah, no kidding. And our source for all this juicy AI goodness is a tech newsletter called Increase Your ZAKA. This thing is like a crystal ball for the future of tech.
I've been following that one too. It's packed with insights. What I find really interesting is that we're not just seeing AI getting better at what it already does, but actually branching out into completely new territory.
Right, like it's not just about incremental improvements anymore. It's like AI is suddenly evolving at warp speed.
Yeah,
So let's start with OpenAI because they've been making headlines with some surprising new features for ChatGPT.
definitely. And some of them are pretty fun too. Like, did you hear about the new Santa mode?
Oh yeah, the Santa mode. I have to admit I chuckled when I read about that one. Now you can have ChatGPT talk to you in Santa's voice. It's like, ho ho ho, what question can I answer for you today?
It is pretty funny. But beneath the surface, that seemingly simple feature actually showcases some seriously impressive technology. OpenAI has integrated voice and visual capabilities into ChatGPT, and Santa Mode is a clever way to demonstrate that.
So you're saying it's not just a gimmick?
Exactly. It's a glimpse into a future where AI can interact with the world around us in real time. Imagine holding up your phone and having ChatGPT identify objects, explain a historical landmark, or even solve a math problem you're stuck on, all through voice and visual input.
Hold on, so you're telling me this thing could actually help me with my taxes just by looking at the forms?
Well, maybe not your taxes just yet, but the potential is definitely there. This opens up a whole new world of possibilities for how we interact with information and technology. And think about the implications for accessibility. Someone with visual impairments could use this technology to hear the world around them through AI-powered descriptions.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty mind-blowing. So OpenAI is making AI more interactive, but what about Google? What have they been up to?
Well, Google's been cooking up something called Project Mariner, and this is where things get really interesting. It's an AI agent that can basically browse the web for you, clicking links, filling out forms, and navigating through different pages.
So it's like having a personal assistant that lives in my browser. Could it like book a flight for me or something?
Potentially, yes. It's
Hmm.
still under development, and there are limitations, like you can't process payments yet. But imagine being able to delegate tasks, like finding the best price on a new gadget or researching a topic for work to this AI agent. It could save you a ton of time and effort.
That would be amazing, although I'd have to make sure it was booking the right flight and not accidentally sending me to Siberia or something.
Hmm. And what about security? Is there a risk of it sharing my personal information?
Those are all valid concerns. As these AI agents become more capable, we need to think carefully about how we control them and ensure they're acting in our best interests and protecting our data. Right now, there are some built-in limitations, like it can only operate within the active browser tab, so you still need to be present. But the question of how much autonomy we give these AI agents is going to become increasingly important.
Definitely food for thought.
Hmm.
So we've got OpenAI letting us talk to our phones and Google building AI that can surf the web. What else is happening out there in the AI world? Don't tell me it stops there.
Oh, it doesn't stop there. Not even close. In fact, Google has also partnered with Samsung on a project that's pushing the boundaries of what's possible with AI. They're creating a new mixed reality headset and operating system powered by Android XR and Google's Gemini AI. Okay, mixed reality. Isn't that kind of like augmented reality, but, on steroids?
You could say that. It blends elements of augmented and virtual reality to create an even more immersive experience. The idea is to seamlessly integrate digital content into our physical world and let us interact with it in new ways.
Okay, so what would that actually look like? Like, what could you actually do with one of these headsets?
Imagine real-time translations appearing as subtitles while talking to someone speaking a different language. Or picture being able to interact with virtual objects overlaid onto your physical environment.
Hold on, are you saying I could be building a Lego castle with my kids and the instructions would just pop up right in front of me? Or I could be walking down the street and get information about the buildings I'm looking at? This is straight out of a sci-fi movie.
I know, right? It really does feel like science fiction is becoming reality. And it's closer than you think. Samsung's Project Muhan headset, the first device running this new platform, is set to be released in 2025.
2025. Seriously, that's right around the corner. It sounds like mixed reality could be the next big thing after smartphones.
It definitely has that potential to be truly transformative.
Ah.
But like any new technology, there will be challenges,
Yeah.
ensuring privacy and security, making it accessible and affordable for everyone. There's a lot to figure out.
True, but it's still super exciting, and who knows what other crazy AI stuff will come out between now and then. Speaking of which, Increase You, Zuck, had a whole section on the latest AI news, like drinking from a fire hose, trying to keep up with it all.
I hear you. The pace of development is mind-boggling. It seems like every day there's some new breakthrough or groundbreaking application being announced.
Well, let's try to catch a few of these flying nuggets of AI news, shall we? First up, it looks like Harvard University is getting into the AI game big time. They're releasing a massive data set of public domain books for AI training.
Oh yeah, that's a huge development. Access to large data sets is crucial for training AI models, so this is going to be a gold mine for researchers working on natural language processing and other AI applications.
And then we've got Apple, who, surprise, surprise, are apparently working on their own AI chip, rumored to be called Baltra. It seems like everyone wants a piece of the AI pie these days.
Well, it's becoming pretty clear that AI isn't just a niche technology anymore. It's like a fundamental building block for the future of computing. From specialized hardware to massive data sets, the whole infrastructure for AI is rapidly evolving.
And it's not just about building the technology, it's about figuring out how to use it in ways that are both innovative and beneficial, right? Which brings us to Google again. They've apparently figured out how to have Gemini AI summarize entire Google Drive folders for you. Talk about a time saver.
Right. Think of all the time we spend digging through files trying to find that one document or presentation. AI tools like this can automate those tedious tasks and free us up to focus on more creative and strategic work.
And here's another one that blew my mind. Google has created an AI tool that can actually do research for you and write up a detailed report based on what it finds. That's like both impressive and a little bit terrifying at the same time. Makes me wonder if my job is safe.
I understand the concern, and it's a conversation we need to be having as AI becomes more powerful. But I think it's important to remember that AI is a tool, and it's up to us to decide how we use it. Instead of fearing AI, we should be thinking about how to leverage it to enhance our capabilities and create a better future.
That's a good point. It's not about replacing humans, it's about augmenting our abilities and working together with AI. And that brings us to an interesting question. If AI can do so much, what does that mean for our well-being? It's great that it can summarize reports and book flights, but what about our mental health? Can AI help us there too?
That's a fantastic question, and it's one that researchers and developers are actively exploring. In fact, there's a growing field of AI-powered tools designed specifically for mental well-being.
Wait, really? So AI can be our therapist now. Is that even a good thing? I have to admit, I'm a little skeptical.
Well, it's important to clarify that these AI tools aren't meant to replace human interaction or professional therapy. They're more like supplemental resources, offering extra support and guidance for those who need it.
So what kind of AI tools are we talking about here? Like, what can they actually do?
Increase Your ZAKA highlighted 5 tools in particular that caught my eye, each using AI in a different way to address various aspects of mental well-being.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Let's dive into those in a bit more detail.
Sounds like a plan. Get ready for some fascinating insights into how AI is being used to support mental health.
Actually, let's just keep this AI train rolling. No need to wait. Let's jump right into it. All right, so let's hear about these 5 AI-powered tools for mental well-being. What are they and how do they work?
Well, they each offer a different approach, from personalized therapy to AI companionship. There's Helios, for example, which focuses on early intervention.
Early intervention.
Yeah, so it provides personalized therapy and coaching using AI to track your mood and offer insights in real time. So you can manage your mental health proactively.
So it's like having a therapist in your pocket, basically.
In a way, yeah. It's designed to be a really flexible option for people with different needs. It combines AI-driven guidance with access to human therapists.
So you can actually talk to a real person if you need to.
Exactly. Now, another tool called Replica takes a totally different approach.
Okay, what's that one all about?
It's designed to be more like an AI companion that provides emotional support through conversation.
Wait a minute. You're telling me I can have a heart-to-heart with a chatbot?
Well, sort of. Replica uses natural language processing and machine learning to have conversations that feel surprisingly natural.
But does it actually understand what you're saying? Or is it just spitting out pre-programmed responses?
It learns from your interactions
Hmm.
and tailors its responses to your personality and emotional state.
Interesting. So it's not a human therapist, but maybe it can still be helpful.
Right. It can be a safe space to process thoughts and feelings without judgment.
Okay, that makes sense. So we've got Helios for therapy, Replica for companionship. What about the other three?
There's Uper, which combines therapy techniques like CBT and mindfulness,
CBT.
cognitive behavioral therapy.
Right, right.
It helps manage things like mood, anxiety, and overall emotional well-being.
I've heard good things about CBT. And mindfulness too. So how does Uber use those?
It guides you through exercises and techniques to build resilience and help you develop coping mechanisms.
So it's kind of like a self-help app, but with AI.
Yeah, you can think of it that way. Okay, then there's WISA, which is good for stress, or sleep issues, relationship problems.
Ah, so more like a digital life coach.
Yeah, something like that. It's a chatbot that offers personalized support and techniques like CBT, meditation, and mindfulness.
So it's kind of an all-in-one mental wellness chatbot.
Pretty much. And last but not least, we have Wobot, which is specifically designed to help manage anxiety, depression, and stress.
And it uses CBT as well.
You got it.
Okay, so a lot of these tools seem to be incorporating CBT. What is it about CBT that makes it so, I don't know, AI friendly?
Well, CBT is all about identifying and changing those negative thought patterns and behaviors. It's structured, it's goal-oriented, and it relies on specific techniques.
So it's easier to translate those techniques into AI algorithms.
Exactly. The structure really lends itself to that kind of programming.
That makes sense. It's pretty amazing to see how AI can be applied to something as personal and complex as mental health. It seems like there's a lot of potential there.
Absolutely. AI is opening up all sorts of new possibilities in the field of mental health.
Okay, but let's switch gears a bit. We've talked a lot about AI for personal use, but what about AI for businesses?
Well, AI is changing the business world rapidly, and one area where we're seeing a big impact is customer service.
Right, I was just thinking about that.
A lot of companies are using AI-powered platforms now to enhance their customer support.
Yeah, I've heard of a platform called Tidio. Isn't that a chatbot thing?
It is, but it's more than just chatbots.
Oh, okay. So what else does it do?
It combines live chat, chatbots, and automated responses to provide instant support to customers.
So it's like having a 247 customer service team.
Exactly. No matter what time of day or night it is, you've got someone or something there to help.
That's pretty cool, especially for small businesses that don't have huge teams.
Right. It can really level the playing field.
So how does it work? How do you set it up?
It's surprisingly simple, actually. You create an account and then, gather your frequently asked questions.
You mean like the stuff people ask all the time, return policy, shipping info, that kind of thing?
Exactly. That's your knowledge base for the chatbot to draw from.
Okay, and then what?
Then you start building your chatbot. Tidio has templates to help you get started, or you can customize it to fit your brand and your needs.
And how do you train the chatbot to answer questions the right way?
That's where the AI comes in. You link your FAQ questions to their answers, and Tidio's AI engine takes over.
So it uses like natural language processing to figure out what people are asking.
Exactly. It goes beyond just matching keywords. It tries to understand the intent behind the customer's questions.
Wow, it's pretty smart. So how does the customer actually interact with the chatbot?
You can set up these things called quick replies, which are like buttons they can click to get the info they need quickly.
Got it, got it. So you can actually guide the conversation a little bit.
Right. And the best part is you can test the whole thing out before you launch it to the public.
Makes sense. So you can make sure everything's working smoothly.
Yep. Once you're happy with it, you just integrate it into your website.
Easy peasy. It sounds way simpler than I imagined.
It's getting easier all the time. And as AI continues to evolve, we can expect even more personalized and intuitive customer service experiences.
I can see that. It's like AI is constantly learning and getting better at understanding what customers want.
Right. Think about things like proactive support, where AI can anticipate a customer's needs before they even ask.
Whoa, that's next level.